Hi guys, now Kenya Cup kicks off with some intense matchups that you don't want to miss. These are the kind of matchups that have you at the edge of your seat. Championship and the Nationwide League kicked off last weekend, and this weekend they will be entering their day 2. First, let's start with the matchups. First, we have Kabras playing Impala at the Kakamega Showground. Basically, Kabras will be at home, and I saw an interview by the Impala coach. They were saying, let's hit them early before they gain momentum, and it's good to have your hopes up, but let's be honest, Kabras at home, they can't get any more dangerous than that. But I think that's a fair strategy for Impala to try and ambush Kabras before they have their things moving. For KCB, they will be at home hosting South Coast Pirates on their debut to the Kenya Cup. And what a way to kick off your first ever Kenya Cup match. KCB, I think, at home with a new team, with a debutant team, it's gonna be quite an easy ride for KCB. Not underestimating Pirates, but let's be honest, Pirates, they don't have the experience of playing at this level, and the Lions are no joke. So this will be a warm welcome for them. If losing by a large margin is warm, I guess it's a warm welcome, you know, because I don't think South Coast will beat KCB. As much as I would love to see that, I don't think they will pull it off. So I think KCB will pull it off and take that one home. Menengai Oilers play Kisumu at home. Oilers, Kisumu. Now Kisumu, they survived this season, which is a great and awesome thing to see. And playing Oilers at home, Oilers will be very tough. Of course, they just won Flades, so they will be having they'll be in high spirits. Watakuwa fiti, they will be ready for Kisumu, and considering the distance they are traveling to Nakuru, well, it's not that far, but it's a factor in this, so Oilers take that one. Nondescripts will be hosting Strathmore Leos. Now this is an interesting one because these are rivals, I believe. Strathmore pia wako Ngong Road technically, so it's still a Ngong Road derby. These are two good sides, and therefore this will be a very interesting matchup. This is one of those ones you do not want to miss, so I'm looking forward to see what happens. Personally, I'm gonna lean on Nondis taking it by maybe by 7 points. I don't think it will be that large a gap between the two teams. Then Queens will be at home. Mwamba, they will be going to Queens to play the host. So yeah, I think Queens, they are the favorites of this game. Of course, they are the main favorites, but it's early days, you know, so Mwamba can minimize the damage, especially considering that you know, it will be a long season, a very intense season, so you should catch them early before they gain momentum. And Mwamba, considering the way they've been performing, yeah, they need to, it's about mitigation, to make sure they don't pick too many negative points from this game. For KU, they'll be at home versus Nakuru. Last time they played each other, it was a draw at full time, and KU at home at the Blood Bean, they are very dangerous. They almost beat Kabras there last season. That's the only loss at home. So at home, obviously, Black Blood will be the favorites, but you can't count out Nakuru. They are a very solid squad, so this is another one that you don't want to miss, and I think it will be very close, but I will favor the home side, Black Blood. Now let's look at the championship that was played last weekend. The results came in, and we already see the signs of the teams that have intentions of getting that promotion to the Kenya Cup. And first off, Most beat Mean Machine 32-6. Most were at home, and these are early indications that they have that intent to go back to the Kenya Cup. They were relegated the previous season, so they've been here before. They are always there. So all they need is go for the promotion and then sustain their promotion. And they've kicked off well. For Mean Machine, this is not a good sign for them. They should have minimized the damage, especially with the first game of the season. Now, the other team showing intentions of getting a quick return to the Kenya Cup is Choir Monks, beating 2 Marines 48-10, and Catholic Monks were the home side. So by the points, Monks are at the top of the table, and they just need to carry on this momentum, and they will get the quick return to Kenya Cup. For 2 Marines, they just got promoted to the championship when they made it to the finals of the nationwide. So considering also the distance traveled, it's a fair result for them, and the weather as well, it played a factor, so it's a fair result for them. Testa Falcons is the other culprit that is aiming for that promotion. They came close last season, but they fell short when they lost in the semi-finals. Now they kicked off well. They beat USIU Marshals 25-11. So they need to build on this momentum and maximize every opportunity. And USIU is a big team. It is one of the top sides in the championship, and so kicking off with a big win like this, it's a good sign for them. Now Western Bulls beat UAE Trojans, University of Eldoret 13-0. Western Bulls were the home side, and Western Bulls are a fairly strong team, and so I would say that they have potential, massive potential. They've produced some top talents like Nigel Amaitsa, like Derek Ashundu, so they are not a joke, and they've kicked off their season well, winning 13-0, beating UAE. So I hope they build on that momentum moving forward with the season. JKUAT beat Mombasa 18-12. JKUAT were at home, and Mombasa traveled all the way from Mombasa to Juja, and still they didn't get rolled over. They lost by a slim margin. 6 points is not that large for the stakes and all the factors considered. Also the weather, it rained. If you have seen the images, it was a very muddy affair over there. So I believe that these two sides will have quite an interesting season moving forward. I expect to see JKUAT up there, Mombasa the same. Homeboys 10, ZTech 17. Homeboys are the home side. Technically they were at RFU, but they were the home side, and they lost to ZTech. Now, Homeboys got relegated from the Kenya Cup. Zetech got promoted from the Nationwide. So this result is massive for Zetech. It basically says that they are here to cause trouble. They are here to dominate. Zetech are going to be trouble to many of these clubs in this season. I'm looking forward to see their performances moving forward, and they've started very well. This is an excellent start for Zetech Oaks, and I believe they will be having a solid season. Homeboys, on the other hand, they say they are in a rebuilding phase, but I think at this point they should not be losing to teams that are getting promoted. They can't be losing to teams that are just getting promoted. Like Homeboys are a Kenya Cup material, you know. So yeah, Homeboys need to pull up their socks and mitigate the seasons that are coming up and the games that are coming up, and make sure they win more games, because it's early days, as I said. Let's assume it was a fluke, and they're gonna step up and go for that promotion.